Hey guys, I don't even know how to start this video, but I was filming earlier. You guys could tell from the tattoos. I was filming the next Mokel parody, and where do I start? Okay, so I was going through my feed, and I seen a lot of comments, like more comments than usual. And these weren't regular comments. These were all comments regarding Derekdeso. And every comment was saying, Derek cares about you, Derek loves you, Derek said this is stupid, let's squash the beef. And I mean, I was just confused because this just happened, and I was lost. I didn't understand. So I go to Derek's channels, and I didn't see anything on his main channel. I see a video on his daily, and it was titled "Why Me and Lil Mokel Aren't Talking Anymore" or something like that. So I watched the video, and I just want to talk to you guys and give you my side of what happened, because it's just a stupid situation. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys know about his video, but first let me tell you what happened. I mean, let me start by saying that me and Derekdeso, he's my best friend. That's like my brother, and I'd take a bullet for him. You know, no questions asked. And I know he'd do the same for me. So that's why this is kind of just a weird situation. Okay, so let me tell you guys what happened. I don't know if you watched the video that Derek did, but he talked about, you know, the prank that I tried to pull on him, and I'm not gonna try and dodge, you know, what I did, and I'm just gonna own up to it. You know, I did a prank where I was tying his dog Sunny to balloons and letting him fly away. Now, I mean, I knew what I was getting into when I did the prank, you know, because I know that Sunny is he's like Derek's son. You know, he's his kid and he loves him to death. And you know, don't think for 1 second that, you know, I didn't think about that. You know, a couple months ago, I mean, it's actually been more than a couple months ago. You know, I lost one of the loves of my life, Snow White. She was the best dog on earth, you know, and she got hit by a car and I lost her. So I know what it feels like to have that kind of compassion, you know, towards your dog. That is like having a kid, you know. And you know, so I took that into consideration, you know, but you know, Derek, he knows my intentions. He knows how I feel, you know, about our friendship, and he knows that I wouldn't do anything like that on purpose to jeopardize that or to hurt him or cause him stress, you know, because that's just not how we roll. You know, me and Derek have been best friends for years, and honestly, like I always take good care of my friends. I can count on one hand the amount of friends that I got, you know, and still have fingers left over, you know, and Derek's one of them. So I would never mind think about doing anything on purpose to affect our friendship, because, you know, good friends are hard to come by, you know, and he's a good friend, and I'm a good friend. And okay, guys, so I tried to pull that prank on him, and you know, I thought it through, because I told myself I want to make sure it's a good prank. You know, Derek is a world-renowned prankster. You know, he's somebody who's been on TV with his pranks. You know, so if I'm gonna prank him, I want to make sure I don't go soft. You know, I want to make sure that it's shocking, and it really, you know, it hits the spot. And I I know I thought it through, and I told myself that we'd be good regardless. But I expected Derek to to get mad. No questions asked. It's his kid. On tied to balloons, floating. 30 feet in the air. I understand. But like I said, guys, my intentions weren't to cause him any harm, and I know that, and he knows that. But when he saw that, he tripped out, and he said a couple things that he shouldn't have said to me. And I for me, for someone to make me mad, they have to do a lot, because I'm a really good person. I'm a nice person. If you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with the same amount of respect back. But just certain things that Derek said to me that I just couldn't, as a man, accept. And I felt really disrespected in that very moment. I felt disrespected, and I did the only thing I could do without physically attacking him. I had to use my words too, and I know I said some things that hurt him because I could see it in his face, but it was just a reflex. When he said the things he said to me, it was a trigger, and I mean, thinking about it now is it's so stupid. Like, I know the things he said were, he didn't say them because he meant them. He just said them. He said them out of spite because, at that moment he was so angry, and I know Derek would never ever like swing on me or try to fight me physically. So he did the only thing he could do, which was attack me, with his words. And I don't think he was wrong for it, and I don't think I was wrong for responding, because that's just a certain line that he crossed, and I had to let that be known. You can't say that to me. I don't care who you are. You can't disrespect me like that. I could be your best friend on earth, and I could take a bullet for you and give you my kidney, but once you cross the line, I have to address that. I don't care who it is. Whether it's my brother, my dad, or whoever in this world, it says something to me that just makes my blood boil. I have to react. I can't hold that in. But I mean, I want you guys to know that regardless of whatever goes on in your life, if you have a good friend, just make sure you always take care of them and you appreciate them, because they're hard to come by. And me and Derek are like this. He's my brother, and I love him. I would never disrespect him on purpose. Just because I have so much respect for him, and and he's always treated me with respect. He's never crossed that line. But I understand that in the heat of the moment, some things had to be said. But I'm just torn up about it, man. Like, to the point where I couldn't even finish filming. Because it's just in the back of my mind constantly. You have someone you see every day, and they're the person you talk to, the person you always, go to for advice, or you give advice to, or just the person you click with and you consider one of your best friends. That person's just completely shut off, and they're not in your life anymore. The battery's dying, so I'm just gonna end it here, guys. I just want to say that if you haven't watched Derek's video, I'm gonna put it in the description so you can see what I'm talking about. If you have no idea what I'm responding to, I'll have his video in the description. And I want you guys, I want to do the same thing Derek did. I want you guys to go over there and tell him, look, Matt loves you. He cares about you. He wants to squash this. And Derek has my number. He knows where I live. It's not like we can't communicate, but it's just right now we're at odds, and I just want us to fix this. But I love you guys. Moco Gang, you guys are the best, and I'm still at work. I'm pushing through all this, and I'm still working, and I want to make sure I give you guys you know, the best of me. So I want to try and clear my mind and you know, straighten this out. Anyways, guys, the battery's dying, so I'm just gonna cut it off right here. But I love you guys.